Welcome to the Essential 99 Punctuation Rules for Court Reporters, video number 31, Numbers Part 1. I'm Ken Wick. Let's get started. So this video covers numbers, ebook rules 60 to 60-2, which are spell out versus figures, expressing numbers in words, and writing numbers with figures. I call this the basic rule. Rule number 60, spell out the numbers 1 to 10, except for numbers related to dates, time, except with o'clock, addresses, money, technical measurements, percentages, fractions, decimals, numbered references, and age. Use figures for numbers above 10. So the basic rule is 10 and below, you write it out, and above 10, you use figures. And I know I listed all these exceptions, and actually, I'm going to go through all these exceptions one by one. The only one being age, which I'm going to cover now. So LMEG and the GPO use figures for age, or it says use figures for age. And I say use figures for age here. The GRM says you can use words or figures for age. And the BGGP has no rule, but the workbook examples follow the general rule, which is this rule. It spells it out from 1 to 10, and it uses figures for 11 and above. So some examples. Mr. Smith bought 3 turkeys for Thanksgiving. So since this is a number 10 and below, we spell it out. Mrs. Anderson has 63 pairs of shoes. Since this is above 10 or 11 and above, we use figures. Tom was 7 years old when his parents separated. So because this is a age, we use figures. Now if this was the BGGP, I don't have this. Oh, I don't have that there. This was the BGGP, you would actually write the word 7 here. Tom was 7, and they would use the word 7, because it's 10 and below. Rule 60-1, when spelling out the numbers 21 to 99, use a hyphen. So basically, 22, you would have a hyphen between 20 and 2. So the numbers 21 to 99, when written in written form, have a hyphen. You may be saying, well, hold on, don't we always use figures for numbers above 11 and above? And the answer is, well, you'll see the other rules. So I just want to say that when you're writing out these numbers, you use a hyphen. And then I have some examples of words written out. 2018. I know you're saying there's no hyphen here. It is between 21 and 99. But I just wanted to point out that this is how you'd actually write it. Some of these I'm going to list some examples and show them how you would actually write them out for examples that you can follow. So 2018 would be written this way. 537, so we have a number between 21 and 99. There's that hyphen between them, 537. That's how that would be written out. If you want to write out 6,181, since this is between 21 and 99, we put a hyphen here. The reason I'm putting these is some people may wonder if there's a comma or a hyphen somewhere, and the answer is not really. Look at the example, 6,181. That's how that is written. And someone may say 4,500, and if you want to write that out, that's how you'd write that. with a hyphen between 40 and 5 because it's between 21 and 99. So rule 60-2, with figures, use a comma to separate thousands, millions, billions, etc. Do not use a comma separator with years, page numbers, address numbers, and zip codes. So I think people commonly see this. You put thousand separators with various numbers, but you don't use them with years, page numbers, address numbers, and zip codes. I mean, you can list more things here, but for court reporting and focusing on the 99 essential rules, which are covering the most common rules, these are the things that are going to pop up most of the time. So an example is the population was 987 in 1732. Now 1732 is a year, so we'd never use a comma separator here, 1,000. And this number isn't up to 1,000 yet. It was 25,304 in 1832. Once again, we don't use a comma in a year, but we use 1,000 separator. So if this was only 5,304, we'd have a comma there. This is making sense. So you put a comma separator with the thousands, millions, and billions. So, and then the last is it was 1,415,439 in 1932. Once again, we don't use a comma separator with the year, but here we have a thousands comma for the thousand separator and a comma for the million separator. The fact that he left the company in 2015 is found on transcript page 1024. Once again, this is a year and this is a page number. Even though they're over 1,000, you'd think maybe we'd put 1,000 separator here. The answer is no, because the rule says not between page numbers and or with years. She lives at 9112 Plymouth Avenue. Once again, this number is over 1,000. You could say, well, maybe there should be a comma right here between the 9 and the 1, but the answer is no, because we do not use a comma with address numbers. So that's it for this video. Please subscribe. If you like the video, please hit like, and please buy the ebook. Thank you.